This is Irene Jones, and we're going to get an exclusive interview with her just briefly. But we wanted to see her son as it relates to where this vision came from and how it was birthed. Josiah here, he was birthed. He was birthed into the world, and he was birthed with autism, and so this condition inspired his mom to really get involved with her son's life, not only just with his life, but to help others. So with that said, I can't wait to sit down with her. We thank you, Josiah, for stopping by and sitting down. Can you shake my hand? Thank you, man. I'll take that. I do that too. I don't like touching everybody either. I understand. That's all right. But hey, listen, this is Jeff Brown Live. We'll be right back with Irene Jones. Welcome to Jeff Brown Live, and we're live right here at Josiah's house, where this is a facility that is catered to meeting the needs of those who are suffering with autism. And today we're sitting here with Irene Jones, my auntie Peaches. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine.
You are the founder of this great facility, and I know that there's a story behind every success. And so I just want you to really introduce yourself and talk about who you are and what you've been through and where God has brought you from and where you are right now. So will you tell me?
Yes, my name is Irene Jones.
Okay.
And I am the president and founder of Josiah's house.
Okay.
My son, Josiah, was diagnosed with autism when he was 3 years old. And he has been my inspiration in moving forward with Josiah's house.
Wow.
Yeah.
And as he was diagnosed, what happened to you as a mother? I mean, when the doctors came back with that diagnosis,
What happened? I didn't understand what was going on with him. We were riding in the car one day, and I happened to look behind me, and blood was everywhere. He was biting on his arm. I had no clue what autism was at that time. So we took him in to have him to get checked out, and come to find out that's when they diagnosed him with the autism.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so Josiah is grown now.
He's grown.
And
Yes, he is.
And you actually had him in a facility, kind of gave him some help, and tried to see exactly how that would work.
Yes, I did.
And I guess that didn't work out.
It didn't. It didn't work out. I took a job working for RTA. I did that for 10 years. I have to be honest, I was thinking it was all about the money.
Right.
But when I got to RTA and found out that they were drugging Josiah, and I went to see him, and he just was not looking like Josiah. He just wasn't looking like Josiah. So I felt that I had to do something.
Okay.
I had to get him out.
Right.
Yeah.
And as a mother, you want to protect your child.
Exactly.
And so when you left RTA, because that's a good job.
Oh yeah.
They made a lot of money off me.
Oh yeah.
They made a lot of money off of me, and you know the price done went up.
Yes,
Inflation hit everything.
Oh, yeah.
You can't even catch the, you know, I used to pay $1.25, and when I came home and I had to catch the bus to get to where I needed to go, I had to pay $2.25.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And so I know that's good money.
Oh, yes,
and
good money.
I have a lot of friends that work for RTA, and they would not give up their job. But you came off your job to sacrifice to help your son. And what impact has that had on your life?
It was a serious impact. First of all, financially, because getting money every 2 weeks, you know that's coming.
Right.
But the sacrifice that I had to do, you know, I took all of my money that I had at RTA, I drew it down.
Okay.
And the Lord gave me the vision for Josiah's house. So I took every dime that I had to get this up and going and running.
Right.
Yeah.
And when you were investing into this vision, was it you alone, or did you have any help? Or?
Well, I had board members.
Okay.
I had board members at that time. Some of them have left, but yeah, the board, it was us, it was 5 of us.
Okay.
Got it going. We just got it going. We put the plan in place and found the building.
Right.
But prior to that, it took a couple of years because we had to do the Article of Corporation. We had to do our nonprofit. So it was a process before Josiah came home.
Right.
But that's where we at now.
That's where you are.
Yeah.
And you know, that's a testimony in itself, because a lot of times there are so many people who have a vision.
Yeah.
And they're scared to pursue that.
Yeah.
And a lot of times vision comes out of pain and
Yeah.
suffering.
Yes, it do.
And your vision itself wasn't just for your son.
No, it wasn't.
It's for
Come on.
everyone else
Come on.
and
Yes,
the
that's
friends.
it. Yes.
And now, that's clever to me. Because, you know, hindsight at times and in humanity, we look at people who have a physical disability
Yeah.
or a mental disability, and we put them to the side,
Yes.
you know, and we don't really pay them no attention. But you
Yeah.
said no.
Yeah.
Not because it hits home, number one, with Josiah.
Exactly.
But you know that there's a mother, there's a father, there's a parent
Come on.
who's struggling with this. So what do you tell them? I mean, tell me, what is your words of encouragement to them? Because you have friends here now.
Exactly.
And where did friends come from?
Friends came from another staff person.
Okay.
She came up with that idea of a friend.
Right.
I think it's excellent because they do have something to offer to society. Society try to say they have nothing to offer. Well, she came up with the idea as a friend, and everybody that comes in here as tours and just to tour the place out to see what we've got going on, when they hear the word friend,
Right.
it's something about the word friend. It puts it on a different type of level.
It's an acceptance. It's acceptance.
Oh,
They
my
are
goodness.
accepted
You said it right.
because,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, because I have this issue, I have this condition, but you call me friend.
Come on.
And so with that,
Oh, my
it
goodness.
touches their heart.
Yeah.
And so now, moving forward, you have orchestrated a fashion show
Yes.
that
Yes.
promotes and encourages our friends.
Exactly.
Now,
Exactly.
tell me a little bit about the
It
fashion
builds
show.
their self-esteem.
Okay.
This is what the fashion show is about. You and I both know fashion show is your fashion, you're doing clothes, but not at this fashion show.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. When they come out, our commentator is talking about their goals, talking about their dreams, their aspirations, what they want to do in life.
Right.
And a lot of times people, again, look at them as they have nothing to offer. My son, Josiah, since he's been home, I didn't even know he could bowl. So as going on different outings, it was just phenomenal.
He's blossomed.
Exactly. He takes the bowling ball. You know how usually a bowler would thrush and pull it out here? Not Josiah. He takes his time. He stands there.
Wow.
He waits. I got a revelation out of that. I'm like,
Wow.
oh my God, Lord.
Wow.
Yeah. You learn how to wait on me.
Wow.
Don't be so quick to be in a hurry. So when he takes the ball, the way the ball goes down that lane, it don't go down fast. It takes its time. But when it gets to the bowling pins, guess what happens?
It hits the pin.
All of them.
Strike.
All of them. He's an excellent bowler. So who's to say he could not become a professional bowler? Who's to put that stipulation on him that he cannot do? So what we do is we tap into purpose. There's a purpose. He has a purpose.
Wow.
Every friend has a purpose. So it might be a friend that can draw. We tap into that. Whatever the purpose is, that's what we tap into.
You know, it's funny, as I'm listening to you, I thought about the last time we came here, and there was one of your friends who was discouraged about dancing. Can you tell me that story? Can you share with the viewers about that a little bit? Give us a little bit about that.
Discouraged, was it Serene or was it somebody?
I don't know which one it was. They were watching Dancing with the Stars or somebody
Yes.
who you were telling me about that.
Yes.
Can you share a little
Yes,
bit
I know
about
exactly who you're talking about. Somebody had told her that because she has a disability, that she's limited. But I told her, don't never feel that you cannot do anything because you have a disability. That does not stop you.
Wow.
A lot of times people with disability have talented. They're very gifted.
Right.
But you have to tap into what the gifts are.
You're
And
absolutely
that's
right.
what makes us so different. So I share with her, don't never let nobody put that in your ear that you can't do anything. Whether it's dancing, whatever you want to do, you can do it. And that's what we're about.
Wow.
Encouraging them, speaking life into them.
Right.
Seeking the Lord and seeing, Lord, okay, now you brought this person here as a friend to Josiah's house. Show me how to tap into the purpose, Father.
Wow. And that's powerful because there are people who don't suffer with autism. and they struggle with self-confidence.
Oh my God.
They struggle with
Come on.
discouragement
My Lord.
because they've been physically abused,
Yeah.
they've been sexually abused, and things like that. So when you look at these issues and how society deals with them, you know, I call you a trendsetter. I call you a person that's in the trenches, because everybody's not willing to do what you do,
Not everybody's
and have the heart to do it, okay? And as I was walking around the facility the last time, even now I'm sitting here and I'm looking at you, I remember as a little boy, you know, I used to see you singing in the church, and you know, and I know you grew up with my dad and my family, and I remember little Josiah. And how you would take your time out with him, and sometimes he may have an outburst here and there, but you was a mother. You grabbed your son, you loved on your son. And you know what? I respect that. And I want to tell you thank you for doing that. And not giving up on your son.
Yes.
Because guess what? Now, not only have you put something into your son, but you're changing other people's lives. And that's a gift in itself. Now, also, I want to ask you this. Tell me one thing that you love about yourself, and one thing that you don't like about yourself.
That I love about myself, and I'm a go-getter.
Okay.
I do not take no for an answer.
She showing up, though. She don't you know them, though. Jeffrey, where you at?
Come on, that's right.
I'm coming, Auntie.
That's right. That's right. You remember, don't you? That's right. That's right.
So tell me. So now, tell me one thing that you don't like about yourself. That if you're working on it and you're changing, what can you do?
What can I do about it?
Yeah. Well, no. What do you don't like about yourself, and what will you do about it, or are you working on it?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
And what I'm working on is learning how to keep my mind, renewing my mind.
Good.
Daily.
Yeah, because it's a challenge.
It is.
It's a challenge.
Because they're telling you can't do it.
No. Yeah, you're right. Some of the services and some of the activities here, what do Josiah's house offer? Because there's somebody that's watching who has a child that's suffering with autism.
Okay.
Tell us about Josiah's house and what they're offering, okay?
Okay, self-sufficiency.
Okay.
We teach them self-sufficiency, life skills, vocational training, how to is in the community, how to operate in the community.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like banking and checking,
ATM machine,
cooking,
going to grocery
store shopping, cooking, making their bed.
Making their bed.
Okay.
Laundry.
How about ironing their clothes?
Ironing their clothes.
So basic life principles.
Exactly.
You're teaching them that they need.
Right. Because as parents, we're not going to be here forever.
Right.
And they need to know how to function in society.
So if we were to sum up Josiah's house, these are friends who are being taught self-sufficiency.
That's it.
So what have you learned at Josiah's house?
Well, I learned at Josiah's house so far how to answer the phone. Learning not to help people when they want it.
Okay.
Learning how to be, like, I guess, my own stuff for the weekend.
Good.
And learning how to count money.
Yeah. Do you all accept donations?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we're a 501c3 nonprofit organization.
Good.
Yes, we accept donations.
Okay, good. And now with the fashion show coming up, now tell us when is the fashion show?
April 26th.
April 26th.
April 26th is going to be at the Doubletree Hotel on Saturday.
Okay.
At 1
I like the Doubletree. That's a nice hotel.
It is a nice hotel. As a matter of fact, this is our 3rd annual fashion show.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is your 3rd
It's
year?
our 3rd annual.
Okay, great. But they say 3's a charm.
Come on now. Ooh.
They say that's, and you know what? This is not just the 3rd, it's going to be 4th, 5th, 6th, and I can see it. I can see it. And here's the thing. What I saw when I walked into Josiah's house, I actually saw this actually being a nationwide, a global ministry that would provide this service all over the world.
Amen.
And I'm pretty sure you probably envisioned that as well.
Oh, yeah.
And so I just wanted to do my part because, you know, I want to say I was able to allow the world to see Irene Peaches
I
Jones.
appreciate it. Oh,
Because
bless your heart. Bless your heart.
don't y'all call her Peaches.
Don't call me that.
But I wanted the world to know who you were
Okay.
and your story, because there's so many people who are suffering.
Yeah.
Not just with the physicality of autism, but there's somebody just like yourself who
Exactly.
doesn't have it, but you're carrying that weight.
Yes.
You're carrying
Yes.
the emotion.
Mhm.
And sometimes there are some people who are bound by it,
Oh, my God.
but you're free.
I'm free.
You're free.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
can feel your spirit that,
Yeah.
hey, you know what? This is what it is.
Yeah.
We've accepted this, but God's in control. And that's what I get
That's
from
it.
you.
That's it. That's
You know?
it. Yeah.
And as we close out,
Okay.
tell me, tell the viewers, there's somebody that's out there listening to this video right now. If you can actually just look at the camera,
Okay.
encourage somebody. Tell them how to deal with this. How are they able to overcome? Can you take 30 seconds?
I can do that.
Yeah.
First of all, my desire is that educate yourself about it. That's the main thing, is educating yourself. I didn't understand what autism was, but as I started learning what autism was, you can educate yourself, get with a support group, find somebody that you can connect with. Support is so important, it's so key. And main thing is to pray. Ask God to give you wisdom on how to deal with your son or your daughter who's dealing with autism.
Wow, that's powerful. Well, this is all the time we have today. And you sat here and you've learned so much. I've learned so much. There are so many people. You're watching right now and you know somebody who is suffering with autism. Well, if you're in the local Cleveland area, you can actually contact Josiah's house. Speak to Irene. She'll help you and get some help and allow this ministry and this facility to help you and to help your life and to give you the life principles that you need to deal with this situation. Hey, listen, we're all in it together and we're happy and excited about the future. Matter of fact, make sure you call in, donate. You know, whether it's $1, $5, $10, there might be somebody who can actually donate $1,000 to this cause. You know, there's so many opportunities that's here to help our friends, because they're not just anybody, but they're our friends. And so with that said, this is Jeff Brown Live. I'm your host, Jeff Brown, and we thank you for tuning in today. And I hope that the message of hope was spread abroad and that you actually learned something today. Am I your friend?
Yes, you are.
All right, you're my friend too.
God bless you.
God bless you.